I've followed what you've done. I consider you a cannabis advocate at the highest level, and certainly, and certainly the contender for next year's award.
Oh,
if that makes sense. So we're going to hold you to some high standards.
I want another pun. Come on.
Smoke them if you got them.
All right. Thanks, Jay.
Andrew Hysell. Everybody give him a round of applause.
Thank you, Jay. Thanks for doing this. I have to just say, just briefly introduction. I just won the Democratic nomination for the new 48th Assembly District. Thank you, Tony Evers, for the fair maps. It's Sun Prairie, East Madison, and a little bit of Dodge County. So my background is, I'm an attorney, but I've also worked in business, and I, in 2018, was involved in those referenda that we had, the 16 across the state. And I was recruited and I worked on the issue because I believe in criminal justice reform. I believe that we need to improve the system to, reduce over-incarceration of individuals who've committed low-level nonviolent crimes. And what I learned was that, according to the statistics, people of color are 3 times more likely to be arrested for cannabis possession than white people, essentially. So I took on this project. I was actually recruited to do this work, and I didn't really know much about cannabis, but I'm driving around the states because to get it on the ballot, you had to essentially have the county board of supervisors approve it. So I'd sit there and listen to people in, Brown County, Milwaukee, in Rock County, and what I heard people say blew my mind. I saw people who were seniors, I saw veterans, I saw people who just like cannabis instead of drinking, and they were speaking about this in a way that I was like, why is this illegal? And I was converted. I was actually converted to this issue by that work. And ever since then, I've been advocating with others to get Evers to support legalization. He started off with sort of an incremental bill, and then to his credit, 2020, he came out with full legalization. And now we're looking at a situation where the political will is definitely there. The people want it, 70% of Wisconsinites want it, a majority of Republicans want it, but it's not happening. And the question is why, and Lee nailed it. One person, Robin Vos. He controls the state assembly, and he literally shuts this thing down. Every single 2 years, he shuts it down. He wants to make it a pill. He wants to have government-based dispensaries. I don't even know what it is, but it doesn't make any sense. And he kills it every single time. If you want this to happen in Wisconsin, he cannot be in power. He cannot. I'm sorry. In the Senate, there are some Republicans like Felskowski. She's held a hearing on this. God bless her. There's rank and file Republicans that will support this. But until that guy is out of power, it's not happening. So, vote Democratic in the House especially, because that is what we have to do this year to legalize. And we need to, because it's ridiculous how much money we're losing. People are going to jail over this. And we're just this is something that it's about freedom and individual choice to make adult choices. And I'm at a point where I know everyone's exasperated like me, but we literally for the first time could actually change it because we've got maps that would allow us to win the majority. So with that, I just want to turn this over to Chris because she's amazing. I've known her for a little bit and I know she's doing a great job, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in the state senate.
Hey, no intro from Jay? Where's Jay? There you are. You get no introduction?
Andy took it over.
I got it.
And he was like, I'm on it, Jay.
He's got it. So I am Chris Alfheim. I'm the candidate for the Democrats for State Senate District 18, which is newly drawn this year. It now includes the bulk of Appleton, Menasha, Neenah, and Oshkosh. It's the first time the Fox Valley has been drawn together as a unit in about 4 decades. It's a very big deal. My background, I've actually worked with money and taxes for a living. I do understand that we all have different issues in this world. I started doing voluntarily advocacy for 2 different organizations about 12, 15 years ago. One of them was red, one of them was blue. And I was irritated every time I got on a bus in Madison or in DC that whatever bus I was on, they were screaming and railing that the other side were just the evil, they were the devil's spawn, they would never do anything good. And the very next week I'd be on the opposite bus and they'd be saying the exact same thing about the other people. Now that's shame on you. Shame on you. Most of our issues are purple. I dealt with, trying to cure Alzheimer's. Is that a red or blue issue? No, we all want to cure Alzheimer's, and there's a fiscal reality that if we work at it today, it will save us billions of dollars in the future. We can connect those dots. I also work with taxes and money for a living. Isn't it reasonable we all have a rational tax base and an expectation of retirement? That's not a red issue, that's a purple issue. We all want that. So after that, I joined the city council. I did not pick a party. I bought 25 signs. Half of the circle was red, half of it was blue, the middle was purple, and it said Alfheim, rational thought. That is very much who I am. I am on the ticket and Lee knows this to be true, as a violet blue Democrat, meaning I do understand fiscal, we do have to be able to pay for it, but we got to start taking care of people. In my opinion, this issue, and in Appleton, we put it on our ballot, and we had better than 70% of the people in Appleton voted for legalization of marijuana. 70%. That's massive. I will tell you, I enjoy this product. I am not a fan of beer. I want a t-shirt that says, no, I don't want a beer, I want a gummy. There's nothing wrong with that. I also have a property in northern Wisconsin, have for a very, very long time. It's 32 minutes to the UP border. I cross that border every time. There are no less than 6 major distributors, retail distributors, on the same road on US 2 in Ironwood, Michigan. There are lines around the building and calling in. In my world, I deal with retirees and money. I know how many people are dealing with arthritis, are dealing with chronic pain, are dealing with migraines, are dealing with sleep issues. There is a never-ending amount of things that a little bit of love with the THC world isn't making their worlds better. Why in heaven's name are we standing in the way of a naturally grown product helping us as opposed to an opioid? Right. We all talk about reducing opioids. Well, let's help get rid of opioids, right? I'm a big fan of making sure we legalize it so that we can assure we are educating everyone on milligrams and strains. Because how many of us have gone, oop, too much, right? There must be education. I like when you can walk to a booth and ask someone a question. What am I trying to accomplish, and what is reality for who I am? We should be educating our people. In 7th grade, we learned that a beer, a glass of wine, and a shot are all worth one value in alcohol. We learned that it takes 1 hour to wear that off, right? We learned that in school because it's common sense to have us enjoy something reasonably. Why would we not want to educate and let people utilize a tool that's readily available and do it safely? Also, the 18th Senate District has a massive amount of small businesses that are involved in this industry. Most of us frequent them. Why would we not want to help them continue to be successful business owners in the Fox Valley? Why would we not want that revenue coming to our family members, our neighbors, our community, as opposed to Michigan, Illinois, Minnesota? So if you want to take care of the economy, you take care of your small business people. If you want to take care of people and reduce the need on drugs, you legalize and let us take it, set the rules in play, and move forward as a community who clearly wants this to happen. Do you want this to happen? Yes. Well, then vote for a damn Democrat, because we want to make it happen right now. Next time around, once it's legalized, you go ahead and adjust. You go ahead and back to being a split ticket voter if you want. I've been there a long time. But right now, if you want to legalize, we must have the strength to make it happen sooner than later. Agreed? Yeah. Thank you for checking me out. Last name is Alfheim. I'm the purple sign lady. Come get one if you want one.
Thank you.